Alright guys, so this is going to be a no music video. This is from a trip that I had almost a month ago now where I caught a few good fish after a few days of rain. The river was running pretty high and was off colored, so I think it's got some good lessons in there for those of you who are new to fly fishing. And for those of you who aren't, it's still just a good relaxing video. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're less than 3,000 away from 100K. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, so I wanted to get a water temperature here while I was tying up. So I'll just do this thermometer in here. It looks like the water temperature currently is sitting at about 64-ish. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. 64-ish. And obviously a lot of these streams in the Appalachian Mountains were really, really low not all that long ago. I mean, there's probably barely any water in here, but we had 2 or 3 days of really good heavy rain, and it's bumped these rivers up. This particular river jumped 2 feet, or 2.5 feet. As you can see, it's a little off colored. It's September 1st, 2nd, somewhere in there. So all these fish, you know, like browns and brookies and everything that lives in here, all the wild fish in here are probably, or at least what I'm gonna guess, are probably really excited or getting ready to spawn. It's kind of pre-spawn for them just about now. We're getting darn close to it. So I figure with this water bumping up, these fish are gonna be really active, whether they wanna be or not. So it's sunny today, which I'm not super thrilled about. I wish it was like, you know, overcast. It was overcast yesterday, but I didn't really have a chance to fish. Well, I fished, but just not in this type of water. So I'm fishing on a sunny day, which is obviously, as I said, not ideal. But if the fish are active, it shouldn't matter too much. So we're gonna fish this run here for a little bit, pretty hard, and then move up the stream. See if we can't get lucky today. Ooh, that water feels cold. Holy cow. Well guys, no! Dang it, I just casted right on this rock and hooked my first fish of the day. It was a good brown, not a giant. This is just screaming for a big brown. I mean, we got a root wad, we got a lot of current going through here. I'm gonna really spend a little bit of time hitting this one, because there's no way there's not a good brown in here. I'm gonna hit this close side first and kind of work across these seams and see what I got going on up in here, because this looks incredible. Oh my gosh, that was a fish. I thought I got stuck on that branch. Holy cow. That fish ate it in like an inch of water. I didn't even let it sink. Well, second brown of the day. Beautiful spot for one to be. Oh, chill out, buddy. I want to show you off, actually. Look at the colors on that fish. Well, I guess good thing they're happy and lively and willing to eat. 2 fish, though. Both of them small, but I mean, it's a good sign. We still might be able to get a good fish out of here at some point. There's a fish. Oh, I don't have my net. Crap. That's not good. Oh, hopefully I didn't lose that net. If it popped off of me while I was walking through that current, it's probably gone. Must have got me a brownie though. There you go. 3rd fish of the day, and I've lost my net, so thanks, buddy. Let's see if I can find that net real quick. Hopefully it's on the bank. If it's not, it might be chalked. Well guys, here's the net. These catch cam nets sink, which I've had some floating nets, and at first I always thought they were cool until I inevitably dropped the net somewhere. Then I would drop the net and the net would float to, like, I don't know, the Mississippi River or the Chesapeake Bay, whichever drainage I was sitting in. And then I realized all of a sudden that floating nets weren't nearly as cool as I thought they were. So yeah, usually when I lose a net like that, it sinks to the bottom and I can find it, luckily. All right, let's move on. 3 fish down, nothing big, but we're on the hunt for a nicer fish, and I think we'll find it today. All right, guys, so I'm gonna try to pick apart this run here. This is one of those scenarios where we got a long run here that kind of comes across and hits kind of these big boulders and rocks. And this is the deep side of the river here. So I'm gonna try to just hit these rocks and kind of pick it apart a little bit. Because surely there's a brown sitting in these rocks somewhere. I mean, I'd be shocked if there wasn't. Just because it's such a good spot for them to sit. They've got cover, water temperature's good. And I can't think of a really good reason why there wouldn't be a fish sitting in here. Just flat up nothing there, I guess. I don't know. Kind of shocking, but what are we doing, you know? Another fish. Oops, sorry, buddy. Oh, hold on. Might be our first brookie, isn't it? Yes, sir. First native. I knew I was gonna catch one of these fellers today. Chill, buddy. Let me let you go. I'm gonna let you go. Okay. Here you go. First little native of the day. Fat little feller. Thanks, buddy. You're a king. See, I knew there'd be a fish in this run. Wasn't sure which kind, but I knew that if I stuck with it, one of them would eat. And I stuck with it, and one of them did indeed eat, so I consider that a win. Of course, speaking of wind, this wind is crazy. I mean, I couldn't even tell you if a fish was biting or not. I think I got stuck. It's one of the dangers of fishing in the wind is that you can't tell what's happening to your fly. Ah, thought that was it, boys. I'd actually love to know what I'm stuck on. There we go. It's a better fish. Much better fish. Oh yeah. That's what we've been looking for right there. It's like a good looking brown. Hey buddy, what you doing? Go in there, silly goofus. You want to come up here and say hi to John? First decent brown in a while right there. He's not a giant, but as I said, 15, no, he's probably 16-inch fish. Beautiful run. 4th fish of the day. Not a giant, but I'm happy, man. After all this low water and it's probably the worst summer that we've had in a long, long time, to be able to come out here, see the river full again, take water temps at, you know, 64 degrees, 63, 64 degrees, and to see the trout happy is something that just brings joy to my heart. I can tell you that much. Sounds a little cheesy, but gosh, it just feels good, that's for sure. What the heck? Have you guys ever seen anybody hook a rock before? Because I just did it. How does that even happen? How does that even happen? World may never know. Takes a special bit of skill to do something like that, I'll be honest with you. Not everybody can do that. Hooking rocks. It's not actually the fact that I hooked the rock, it's the fact that the rock like came out of the water, you know? It's just funny. Oh my gosh, beautiful brown. Beautiful brown. Come on, buddy. Stay hooked for me. Beautiful brown. Biggest fish of the day for sure. Come on, buddy. What are the odds you just come in real easy for me? Not quite ready. My gosh, he's strong. Yeah, baby. That is a big old freaking, I thought he was smaller than that for some reason. That's probably 18 to 20 inch fish. That's so funny, dude. Oh man. Went through a little stretch there where I didn't catch too much, but that is a long, he's just long. Really long. Kind of skinny, but gosh, what a fish. Well, that's my good fish for the day. I didn't even get excited because for some reason I didn't think it was that big, but he's probably at least 18 inches, I'd say. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's show off this old girl real quick. I don't know how long she is, I'm not gonna measure her, but she's, you know, in that probably 18 to 20 inch range, I'd guess. Beautiful fish though. Thanks, old girl. So that's the video. I did end up catching a few other fish, but nothing of note. The big brown trout I caught at the end was a surprise, that's for sure. So let me know if you like this sort of raw content with me getting snagged and catching rocks and all that sort of fun stuff. These types of videos I think show the realer side of fly fishing, which can be frustrating if I'm being honest. Anyways, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed.